Good evening, everyone, and welcome tonight into Martiri Family Arena here on the campus of Sacred Heart University. I'm Phineas Wright, joined alongside Tommy Berry tonight. And for you all watching at home, it is the Fairfield Prep Jesuits visiting their SEC conference rival, Notre Dame Prep, here at Martiri tonight. And Tommy, it should be a good one. Both teams, not many wins in the win column, but both looking for a big one here tonight.
Yeah, even though that Prep has not been doing well, eight-game losing streak. You know, as they say in golf, the scorecard doesn't have pictures. So do the scores of these games. I mean, each one of these games, it has individually been extremely close with Prep. I mean, they had a game with Darien where extremely close game, a game with New Canaan, where went down 2, as Finn was saying to me earlier. And Prep was able to come back with a goal. And then in the third period, opened that. New Canaan was able to get another goal. So
the Jesuits in their last 2 outings against Darien and New Canaan, who are, by the way, the 1 and 2 seeded teams at this moment here in CIAC, the 1 and 2 seeds in Connecticut. Jesuits had some pretty decent performances against there, but couldn't squeak out the win. So they're looking for a much-needed win here tonight, considering that they haven't come away with a W since the first game of the season. That's crazy to think about. But other than that, another big storyline here for the Jesuits tonight. In goal tonight starting is actually going to be number 35, Chris Carr. So Charlie Rodriguez is going to get the sit tonight, get a rest, as he's been having a so-so season so far, has had some great performances, but some other ones he would like to not remember. So they'll give the chance here for Carr and see what he can do, as he's going to have a chance here in front of the net already for Notre Dame Prep. New lines as well for the Jesuits. We saw Benny Burgess there at the face-off dot to start off the night, as now Gavin Burke behind his own net is trying to get the puck out of their own zone. Nifty little pass by Murphy, trying to get it going now for the Jesuits. DeLuca throws it off the near boards, down behind the Notre Dame net. And now it's Murphy. Murphy, stick handling around, gets it up to Burke. Burke throwing one from the blue line. Benny Burgess looking for the backhand put back. That one is saved, though, by Brandon Bayisic.
yeah, some very different lines here from the Jesuits.
Another chance for Benny, but another save by Bayisic. Sorry, Tommy, to interrupt you there.
No offense taken at all. But yeah, the Jesuits have been trying a few new lines as of recent. I mean, we see that with the new goalie, Chris Carr, in there. And I mean, we don't even see number 9, Brooks Reynolds, on the starting line, but here we see him check in. So Coach O'Hara definitely trying some different things. And I mean, I would believe that some different things are definitely needed, as the Jesuits are currently 1-8.
Yeah, really looking for anything to get the line chemistry building and just find a way to put the right lines together that will get the puck in the back of the net, because they have been struggling with that so far this season.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's a very explosive Jesuit team. It looked like going into this year that they were going to be sort of unstoppable in a way, but I don't know. There have been some very, very extenuating circumstances in each game that have allowed the Jesuits not to have as good of a season as they believe to have going into the season.
But now the Jesuits trying to keep control in the Notre Dame zone. Try to put them on their heels here, as Brooks Reynolds trying to put one in on the near side. But that one patted away from Bayisic. Bayisic had to make a couple nice saves here to start off this game. And that one shot by Ayers going off the shoulder of Bayisic. Very nice wrist shot there from number 21, Aiden Ayers.
Yeah, something I'm really liking so far from the Jesuits is the amount of shots they're taking. I mean, in the past few games and all the past games I've watched and commentated, there haven't been a whole lot of shots on net early on or just in general. So, I mean, I sort of like the Jesuit strategy, just taking what you get and being able to take that shot.
Driscoll looking for the backhand pass up to Sahaj, but now taken the other way. As there, that's Walsh trying to collect But now a shot there is going to be saved by Carr.
Yeah, good save there from Carr. Gives the Jesuits a little bit of an opportunity to just reset, get some more boys on, get some fresh legs on, and it's honestly just going to help the Jesuits a lot more.
Now at the faceoff dot, we'll see number 10, the junior, Luca Bosco. Bosco, Hickson, Schwartz is the forward line out right now, with Shahaj and Walsh as the D pair. But now Notre Dame Prep trying to look to get something going themselves, but the pass around the boards is taken away by Schwartz. Schwartz, cross-ice pass to Hicks. Hicks leaves it at the blue line. Walsh able to keep it in Notre Dame zone. Now it's Schwartz. Schwartz with a open chance here, trying to get it over to Bosco, but now Walsh at the blue line is going to rip one down. Not much of a rip there, but looked to kind of just lob it in front. Couldn't get towards anyone. And now puck settling in neutral zone. Sent around behind the net of Notre Dame. Cross-ice pass for Notre Dame is intercepted. Schwartz trying to play it around, but it's taken away there by Livingston. And now puck is going to be an icing on Notre Dame Prep.
Jesuits doing a good job at controlling the puck and, just getting some time of possession. However, just a little bit of a lack of communication so far. I mean, we saw that in that pass to the center by Schwartz, just a little bit off, just the timing just a little bit off. But we'll see how that changes as the game goes farther and farther.
Great chance right there for the Jesuits as the original shot came from Burke. Jack Taylor looking for the redirect, the tip-in. Jesuits seem to maybe get a little bit of momentum building here as Jack Taylor trying to play it around. And now some speed here from Sargent. But Sola able to get past him and take it away. Now Jack Taylor. That one's sent down. Tipped, will be no icing. And we're going to have a penalty up and coming here. I think it's going to be a tripping call on the Jesuits. Will be Liam Pooley heading to the box.
Yeah, Notre Dame, Basic had a very good save there. Was out of the goal for a few seconds. It was a little bit of a scary situation, but it ended out pretty nicely. That tripping call, it's a pretty big call for them. We're going to see this Jesuit penalty defense.
So, power play opportunity here for Notre Dame Prep. Looking to settle it in the Jesuit zone as Zukowski. Zukowski down to Basic, back to Zukowski. Basic plays it up to the blue line. Shot a few steps in. Tipped up into the air, taken out of it to keep it in Prep zone. Declan Murphy. Behind the net, it's Basic, Logan Basic. Sends it across. Chance here. His shot just went wide. That last shot was by number 11, Nolan Flynn. Cross ice now for Sargent. Sargent tosses it around the boards. Declan Murphy able to backhand it out of the zone and help the Jesuits penalty kill.
Yeah, really great clear there from Declan. That's a guarantee going to take about 20 seconds off that penalty. Really good penalty kill so far here from the Jesuits.
Now Solo with another one, hitting it around the boards to send it back the other way. Sargent has to collect. Sargent to Flynn. Flynn in the neutral zone. Zukowski and Baum in the corner, now taken away by Burke. Burke able to lay a boom there. Now Baum is going to send it out again. 15 seconds left on the power play for Notre Dame Prep. Hicks doing a good forecheck there to get back and fight away a couple extra seconds. Puck getting caught up in the feet of Burke.
Another good body there from Burke.
Both teams now even. Power play is over. Here's Brooks Reynolds. Brooks Reynolds a 1-on-5 there in the offensive zone. But now Baum trying to throw one on, batted out by the foot of Joshua Livingston. Walsh over to Driscoll. Driscoll, a little bit of space. We'll see what he could do with it. Trying to send it inside for Reynolds. Reynolds, nice shot there, gets up to Walsh. Walsh throwing it now. Looking for the glove was Bayasic, but can't hold on to it. And now the Jesuits can keep it in their zone as it's Baum. That one, this time caught in the chest of Bayasic. So a couple good saves from Bayasic, but good pressure by the Jesuits as well.
Yeah, Bayasic had a lot of poise there. You know, he was just able to stay calm in a pretty scary situation there. I mean, shots just peppering you constantly. And, I mean, the Jesuits are doing a really good job at just giving each other those opportunities. And, I mean, we've had them the entire year, not been able to connect, but we saw a lot of connection there with these new lines.
Bosco, nice play there, getting in front for DeLuca. DeLuca can't put it away. Now it's coming down towards Jesuits' net. Zukowski hit into the boards. He is down in the back corner. Jesuits have a chance here. Schwartz rings the pipe. Great opportunity there for the Jesuits. Schwartz has got to keep his head up, though, as DeLuca still controls the puck for the Jesuits. Schwartz trying to one-timer it. Bosco now, 2 defenders on him, trying to get away.
What a play there from Bosco.
Schwartz in the near corner, leaving it for Bosco. Great save by Bayasic at the pads. Jesuits able to keep it, though. DeLuca, nifty little move, trying to get through. DeLuca's shot just wide as well. Jesuits doing a great job of getting the puck on net here, but that will bring up a much-needed break for the Lancers.
Yeah, really good icing there from the Lancers, just clearing it out. I mean, I know I saw Drew Zukowski just get absolutely laid the body on.
Yeah, we got a tie up in the corner, though.
Yeah, a little bit of chippiness there between Bayasic and Schwartz. However, yeah, very well needed clear there. Definitely need some new legs. That defense was definitely gassed, and there we see number 22 Joshua Livingston going into the
I believe we're going to get
there.
Offsetting penalties here for both teams. Matt DeLuca for the Jesuits is heading into the box as well, so Livingston and DeLuca in the box for both respective teams. We'll get offsetting penalties here, and it'll remain a 5-on-5.
Yeah, a little bit chippy, but that's just how the game is.
Jack Taylor now at the faceoff dot for the Jesuits. Won this time, though, by Zukowski. Zukowski trying to send it away. Kept at the blue line by Ayers. Ayers able to send it around the boards to keep it in the Jesuits' offensive zone. Trying to send it in front. Jack Taylor with a chance. Puck still free. This time, Ayers can't hold it at the blue line and will be sent down for another icing.
Yeah, the Jesuits are being extremely crafty with their playmaking ability, just constantly getting the puck centered and right in front of the goal. I mean, the Jesuits haven't been able to get one in yet, but, I mean, if they keep doing such a great job at just centering it and getting it in front of the goalie, it's just a matter of time before they get one.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Tommy. I mean, the Jesuits are, I think, clearly controlling this game right now. Much more offensive possession time for them compared to the Lancers, and a lot more shots on net for them as well. As Driscoll plays it up for DeGioia. DeGioia able to keep it at the blue line, trying to send it down to the net, blocked in the process. DeGioia keeps it in the neutral zone, trying to send it away. Good block there by Welch, though, to get it in favor of the Lancers. Shot by Flynn is patted away. Flynn able to keep control of it. He's going to backhand it, and he scores. Top shelf right past the shoulder of Chris Carr. And the Lancers are going up 1-0 here with 6:31 left in the first period.
Yeah, Nolan Flynn there, great goal. I mean, the senior, he's extremely experienced, played on this team for a very, very long time. I know a lot of the boys know him, have played with him in the past. But, yeah, it just really seemed like Grayson Walker was a little too indecisive there. Tried to split his man, didn't really pick one, and that gave Nolan the opportunity to just get an extra little, not step, just few little strides and be able to get in front of that goal.
Yeah, we'll see that Flynn goal once again coming up here.
Here he
stayed with the puck. Looked for a pass at first, it seemed, but saw the open ice and just backhands it past the shoulder of Carr to give the Lancers a 1-0 lead. Burke looking to go to the corner. Backhands it around. Burgess now trying to send it across ice for Schwartz. Intercepted. Sola in the corner. Fake slapper. Now Schwartz trying to use his speed to go the other way. Schwartz trying to backhand it over to Murphy, but caught in the feet of a Lancer defender. Sola now in the Jesuits' own zone, has to collect. Gives it away to Flynn. Flynn sends it back around, however, and now it's Schwartz once again with the puck. Sends it down the boards, and now Benny Burgess across for Burke. Intercepted here. Lancers with a shot. Save there by Carr.
Great save there by Carr. Practically a one-on-one situation, or a one-on-one with the goalie situation there. Sola wasn't as far back as I know he would like to be, and again, just had to split his two guys, play adjacent, and just wasn't able to pick a man before that shot went off. Really good play there from the Lancers.
Sent down now. Hicks, we know he's got wheels. Tries to throw one on net, goes wide. Ayers now tied up, but taken away by Tuvlin. Tuvlin, nice little move, trying to get it through. Pooley with the shot, gets redirected, but thrown in. It's Luca Bosco, and he scores.
Huge goal there for Luca Bosco. About literally a minute and 1 second after that goal from the Lancers. Yeah. And I mean, I said it myself. If you get that puck in front of the goal, centered, the Jesuits are eventually going to get it in. And Bosco there, right place, right time, really great goal. I mean, off that shot from Tyler Pulley, that shot was rebounded. And
yeah, I believe it took a redirection as well. So kind of caught Basic off guard a little bit to set up. As, yeah, here we'll see it. That shot by Pooley definitely throws Basic off guard, and Bosco's just able to put it back. And I don't know about the rest of the season, Tommy, but at least the games we have witnessed, that is Luca Bosco's first goal that we have at least seen.
Yeah, I know the juniors definitely hyped about that one too.
Like you said, Tommy, about a minute after the Flynn goal, Luca Bosco answers right back for the Jesuits and makes this a 1-1 game. I was just talking to Luca Bosco earlier today, too. Saw him in the hallway. Wished him good luck for this game tonight. You know?
Yeah, Bosco, I mean, I've heard some very good things about him. And, but yeah, here are the stats for Notre Dame and Prep. I mean, as you see that 1-8, 3-6, but record away for Prep is 0-2. And, I mean, they only have 7 goals for compared to Notre Dame Prep's 23. I mean, that is rather crazy if you ask me. But, yeah, Hicks utilizing his speed on that last play, but Basic just gobbled that up with that glove. Very nonchalant as well.
Yeah, completely. Now Driscoll looked to send it inside. Batted out of the air, however, by Sargent. Baum here. Broden Baum looking to send it across back for Driscoll. Shahaj getting free. His shot is whiffed. Now it's Walsh. Walsh giving it over to Driscoll. Driscoll spinning around to behind his own net. Sent back around. Carr looked to go stop it, but elected to let it continue around the boards. As Driscoll now backhands it over for Reynolds. Reynolds tied up there by the blue line with Livingston. Livingston and Reynolds, or no, that was Reynolds and Grimvalski this time.
A little bit of a nutmeg there from Driscoll. I slammed in the fence, showing him to look at that as the screen is a little bit delayed.
Yeah, I was a little behind.
So I mean, that was a great play there from Driscoll. But the Lancers just, they always seem a little bit back on defense. Always a little bit late to the party, and has definitely had major implications as the Jesuits have had so many more opportunities compared to Notre Dame. Simply just based on how ready their defense is. Ooh.
Sola's shot went high. That hit someone high. Puck played out of the Jesuit zone. Now it's Schwartz. Schwartz tying up with the ref here. Definitely. He is frustrated, but Sola gets control of the puck, throws it on net.
Schwartz definitely not happy about that.
Yeah, Schwartz was looking for a 2-on-1 break there, which it looked like he was about to gain, if not the ref hadn't gotten in his way a little bit there. But at the same time, you can't blame the ref. They're just trying to watch the play, see what's going on, and sometimes unfortunate things like that happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't try to lay a body on him.
Game, I think, is definitely starting to get a little bit more chippy here. We're looking for, see some guys looking for hits here.
Really good check there from Grayson Walker, sort of shutting down that 2-on-1 opportunity. DeLuca, huge body there as well.
Puck free over by the Jesuits bench is collected by Burgess. Burgess takes it down into the Notre Dame zone, but now Notre Dame, the Lancers coming right back. Flynn lays a body, but there will be an offsides.
Yeah, so far the Lancers are gaining a little bit more momentum. They seem a little bit more in it, a little bit more on the same page. So something definitely to look out for. Definitely seeing a lot of great plays here from Nolan Flynn. He's doing a really good job at handling the puck and getting through these Jesuit defenders.
Now DeJoy again tied up there. Lancers, that was Sargent trying to look to take a shot off of one knee. No icing there, tipped by Grimvalski. Pooley looked to backhand it around the board, sent into the air, and Carr is just going to catch it and freeze it for a face-off.
But yeah, basically same old here for the Jesuits. Not really a whole lot of changes in this defensive scheme. Haven't seen a whole lot of big plays on either side of the ice yet. And this Jesuits doing a good job at getting this puck out and into the neutral zone to try to force something.
Yeah, Bosco sent that one down the side of the boards. Tripped up there is a Lancer player. Gives it in possession of the Jesuits. DeJoya throwing a shot on net, blocked halfway in the process. But now it's Pooley. Pooley trying to look for a shot. Hicks looking to tip that one. But Bayesic was all over it. Pooley again, though.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute winding down now here in the first period. At an even 1-1 so far. Puck is sent down. We get a whistle now.
Looks like it may have been offsides call. Maybe wrong about that one. Yeah, Grimvalski did not look very happy at that ref. But yeah, we're going to see how Carr is able to finish out this period. 40 seconds left in his own zone.
Trying to play it over, but gives it away. Schwartz now looking for a 2-on-1. Flynn doing a good job of getting back, though, and Schwartz just can't match up the pass there. Jesuits almost with a great opportunity. As Taylor sends it behind the net. Flynn backhands it back over. Now puck's going the other way. 15 seconds to go here in the period. Shahaz takes a quick look at the clock and sends it around the boards, down the ice for an icing.
Yeah, it is killing clock at that point. Very smart play there. Just giving the Lancers basically no time. Well, 5.9 seconds is not no time in any sport, but less time for them and just a lower percentage for them to convert here.
Small little bomb squad here tonight for the Jesuits. As that puck sent around the boards once again to end period number 1. 1-1 tie as we head into the intermission. Goals first for the Lancers by Nolan Flynn, and then a minute later, Luca Bosco back for the Jesuits. But as for us here in the booth, we will be back in moments to get ready for second period action.
You conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election, yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
In one of St. Ignatius' letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk and listening. And when you realize what that difference is, and when you act on that difference, that is when you can truly have a conversation with another human. So gentlemen, we expect you to engage, to be present, to be respectful, but most importantly, we expect you to listen to one another and not just be waiting to talk.
You all have one thing in common. You all now belong to these halls. You belong to the beautiful arches that you walked through this morning. You all belong to Prep, and Prep now belongs to you. You are now to the young men that will go out into the world and make a change like each prep man has done before you. Be yourself, and prep will be the place for you. Be a brother, be a leader, be a prep man, even if you don't fully understand what that means quite yet. I promise one day you will. Go prep.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
We're a lot.
Like you.
You guys are a part of the brotherhood. Time to lock in.
Because at Fairfield Prep, we don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
Go out into the world and set it ablaze.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community, united by a shared purpose and a collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of Prep go forth and transform the world.
Being a man of prep means being a man for others. A man for others is not someone who thinks of themselves first. A man for others is not the type of person who takes up a task in search of personal gain. A man for others is the kind of man who uses their God-given talents, those things that they are so passionate about, and uses those skills to create a better environment not for themselves, but for everybody.
For years, friends and family have always asked me, what is it about Fairfield Prep that makes it so unique? Why do people stick with it? Why are people so connected? And I tell them this, it's the brotherhood.
Prep has helped me develop into the man I want to be for my family, friends, others.
Prep saw the light in my boy and led him to set the world on fire.
God bless our brotherhood now and always, never just for ourselves, but ad maiorem Dei gloriam. Hail Fairfield Prep.
Every year at Fairfield Prep, we have a theme for the year that informs all that we do. Our theme this year is our common home. One of the most common connections to home is brotherhood. Two big pillars in this common home theme this year here at Fairfield Prep. One is the pillar of caring for the handiwork God has given us. Everything we do, every activity, every effort should be pointed at the greater glory of God and caring for God's creation.
We should see you taking advantage of every opportunity to appreciate and respect the natural resources that Earth has given to us. We should see you at lunch figuring out what can I recycle from what I have in front of me. We should see you with a reusable water bottle. We should see you encouraging who's ever driving you to maybe carpool. We should see you riding a bike to school every once in a while. We should see you conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election, yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
In one of St. Ignatius' letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk
Hello, everyone, and welcome back into Martiri Family Arena for tonight's SEC Conference hockey matchup between the visiting Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the home team Notre Dame Prep Lancers. First period, Tommy, 1-1 game so far. Both goals coming in the span of a minute. So basically, we are literally dead even once again going into the second period. So both teams still looking to take control of this game, you might say.
Yeah, the Lancers have been looking very good out there offensively. I mean, they've been doing a really good job at the few little opportunities that they've been given because of this very dominant prep defense. They've just done a really good job at getting or capitalizing off it. There we saw that goal from Nolan Flynn. I mean, just allowing prep defense to get into sticky situations, and they've been doing a phenomenal job at that. And, I mean, prep has just been looking very good all around.
So now opening face-off here in the second period. Get a whistle here. They're going to call it an offsides? I believe they will. So offsides call. We'll get one at the top left dot.
Tis.
Face off hit forward by the Lancers. Jesuits have to collect behind their own net. Quick little pass inside for Hicks, but given away, and Flynn sends it back down. Sola tied up there with Grimvalski. But Burke takes control of it, trying to send it down ice towards Driscoll, but heads into the Lancers bench.
Yeah, definitely seen a few of those this year of, you know, Burke trying to just get the correct angle, get on that far board, and just gets it off. I mean, if he does get that, it's in a beautiful position there for the Jesuits, but just unable to there. And, yeah, now we're seeing Captain Brooks Reynolds taking this face-off. Wasn't on the starting line, but has been playing a lot in this game.
Yeah, that face-off, however, won by the Lancers. As for goaltending in the first period, Carr didn't see as many shots as Bayesick, but both goalies pretty decent first period for the two of them. I'd say Basic definitely made some big-time saves in that first period to keep this a 1-1 game, but give it away there. The shot off a great opportunity is missed by Sargent.
Yeah, that pass there was just off. Hit the back of, I believe it was Gavin Burke, and just got in the perfect position. It was perfectly centered there for the Lancers, and we're able to get a shot off. Thankfully for the Jesuits, it was just off wide, but that could have been a way worse situation and put Notre Dame prep up 2-1 with, I mean, the first minute of the period.
Yeah. So great opportunity there. Can't connect on it. And I know Sargent's going to be hanging his head after that one. Jesuits with some speed here now. Matt DeLuca collecting the puck. Him and Murphy looking for a push here. As Shahaj at the blue line backhands it back down to Murphy. Murphy tied up in the corner there with Bayesick. Or no, Livingston. Benny Burgess able to poke and come away with the puck there. Sends it to Shahaj. Shahaj shot is wide. Now it's DeLuca and Murphy inside. DeLuca trying to backhand it around, curl it around, but good defensive play there by the Lancers to keep it away from Bayesick. But once again, here's a chance. That shot wide again by Sargent. Two great opportunities for Sargent early on in this period, and he can't connect on either. DeLuca, though, trying to shoot it in between the legs of Livingston. Burgess trying to fight for the puck here. As Shahaj sends it across to his defensive partner, Walsh. Walsh gives it inside for Murphy. Murphy looking to deke around a few Lancer defensemen, but poked away. Now it's Pooley. Pooley gives it away. Chance here for the Lancers again, and great save by Chris Carr off of the shot from Colton Perry.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a very athletic play there. A little bit,
yeah, it could have been scary there. I think I know exactly what you're talking about, Tommy.
yeah, Nolan Flynn jumping over,
yeah.
Chris
Carr.
Oh my gosh, that was
coming in with a head of steam on Chris Carr, and after Carr makes the save, nice job there by Flynn to evade Carr and just kind of take a nice hop over him. Lancers, though, still looking to keep the puck in Jesuits zone, but Bosco, good job to send it around the boards, and now it's across for Hicks. Hicks trying to make a quick stop, can't control the puck. Now played off the boards into neutral zone. It's DeGioia. DeGioia over to Pooley. Pooley backhanding it down the near boards to Hicks. Hicks again trying to get around, leaves it for Bosco. Bosco trying to center it for Hicks. Can't get through, and now sent back into Jesuits territory. DeGioia off the boards to Bosco. Bosco looking inside for Schwartz. Schwartz. Shot from about the halfway point of the ice by Hicks is going to be frozen by Basic.
Yeah, definitely some new legs needed on this next offensive zone and just opportunity. Really crafty plays here. I've been really liking how Luca Bosco has been playing today. Very crafty player. I mean, very, very good eyes. Very, very good vision of the ice. Great playmaking ability as well.
A wrist shot from Pooley is gloved. People at home may be getting confused when we say Pooley because there are actually two Pooleys on this Jesuits roster, Liam Pooley, number 12, and Tyler Pooley, number 3. So if you hear the name, you see a 12 or 3 jersey, just know we're probably talking about that Pooley. But now Sola behind the Lancer net, trying to center it inside.
Yeah, great play there from Pooley. Yeah, not allowing that puck to get into the neutral zone. Giving Prep the opportunity that they currently have right now.
Sent out of the zone by the Lancers, though. Will go down the ice for an icing, and we'll get a face-off back in Lancer territory.
But yeah, the Jesuits definitely just need to keep time of possession, keep it in the zone of the Lancers. I mean, they've been doing a very good job in the neutral zone, either extinguishing a rush or something along those lines, or even just getting a rush themselves. They've been doing a really good job.
Yeah, throughout the first period and so far here in the second, the Jesuits have definitely controlled most of the possession time, offensive possession time between both teams. Ayers racing back for the icing.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a slower first third of this period. Definitely not as action-packed as that first, but, I mean, we really got to see who's going to turn on the Jets and get some very physical and good hockey in.
Face-off won by the Lancers. It's now Livingston playing around his own net, gives it up for Welch. Welch sends it down to the end boards. Reynolds. Puck chips into the netting.
Yeah, I really like that play from John Welch, you know, just sending it back to the boards, already past the blue line, allowing his team to get down on a opportunity which usually if you don't do that, it's going to get taken away immediately from about the entire Jesuit defense. So really like that play there from Welch.
Sargent and Reynolds at the faceoff. Sargent pushed the faceoff forward, but Carr there to freeze it.
Yeah, I was expecting Rodrigue to maybe come in during the second or third period pregame, but Carr has been doing such an amazing job here. Has a lot of saves. Seems like he's really commanding this defense, and definitely earned his spot staying out there.
Puck now tied up at the half boards. Brought away by Driscoll, though. Driscoll's shot just high. Sent back across ice for Driscoll. Driscoll, nice deking there. Tried to get a pass off, but couldn't quite do it. Now it's Sargent throwing it off the boards back to the Jesuit zone for Baum to collect. Baum sending it up, but sent back down by Livingston. Ayers off the boards, can't get out of zone. Recollects, however. Now gives it over to Driscoll. Driscoll now trying to gain some speed, trying to throw a wrist shot on net. Can't get through. Quick little hezzy stop there. Livingston sends it over. Sended it over.
Yeah, this Lancers team really knows these boards very well. Very well placed board play there. Very, very good. Excuse me, as I was saying, very, very good board play there. Gets it centered right in front of Carr. And, I mean, if a Lancer was there, that would have been a very ugly position there for the Jesuits.
Murphy with some great speed here. Chasing the puck. Looked to stop the icing there, but couldn't quite reach it in time. But great speed by him. Don't really see him showcasing it to that length much. But he did there, but just couldn't quite stop the icing. Face-off won by the Jesuits in their own zone. Murphy now gives it inside for DeLuca. Starting line for the Jesuits back out. Burgess, Murphy, and DeLuca. Murphy behind the net, trying to give it inside for DeLuca for the one-timer. Is saved there by Basic. But Burgess with some space here. He's going to take a shot himself, and that one's gloved by Basic. Couple good opportunities in mere seconds by the Jesuits there.
Yeah, I mean, as I said in the first period, being able to get that puck right in front of the goalie, really good centered opportunity there for the Jesuits. Something good's going to transpire or culminate from that. And there we saw it. I mean, DeLuca, even though he wasn't able to get it, was able to get a really good shot off on that.
Tip inside by Murphy, almost getting past Basic, but just went wide. But Jesuits doing a great job here of keeping possession time, and announcer's curse there right as I say it. Puck loses the zone, and here's a chance for Notre Dame, but good defensive play by DeLuca to stop the break. Burgess now throwing one on net, gets hit down to the ice. Murphy backhands it over for Shahaj. Shahaj, or no, Pooley, my mistake, takes the shot and is saved by Basic.
But yeah, really good offensive possession there from the Jesuits. Doing a really good job at moving that puck around, getting it in places that you're supposed to be, taking shots whenever you have space, and I mean really just taking advantage of this Notre Dame defense.
Now Bosco at the faceoff dot up against Sargent. Sargent won that one there for the Lancers, but tied up in the corner. Good job by Bosco, takes control of the puck, but loses control of it. And now we're back to another tie-up in the far corner. Sargent came away with it, collides with Bosco. Puck gets stuck in the boards, stays in at Lancer's zone. Hicks trying to come away with it. He can't. Now played in the neutral zone, kicked by DeGioia. Right into the stick of Hicks, and that will bring up an offsides.
Yeah, again, Jesuits doing a really good job at just keeping this puck in their zone. I mean, when there are some defensive breakdowns and, you know, the puck gets into the neutral zone or something along those lines, the Jesuits do a really good job at regaining control of it, regaining time of possession, making the right pass, and just really good job there from the Jesuits.
Puck inside, gets free. Pooley there, tried to stop it at the blue line. Can't, has to bring it back into the neutral zone and send it behind Lancer net. Now it's Greco. And here's Flynn. Nolan Flynn trying to shift around. His shot wide. Played off the boards by Zakowski. Sikowski can't control the puck, but now he does. Sends it on net, gets through. Flynn almost trying to get the tip there. Pooley sends it around for DeGioia. DeGioia just tries to slap it away, stays in Jesuits zone. DeGioia again trying to spin around behind his own net. Loses possession of the puck. But now it's Luca Bosco. Luca Bosco, nice stick handling here. Getting past a couple defenders. Gives it away for Schwartz. Schwartz trying to center inside for Burke. Burke getting control of it and trying to throw it on the net towards Bayesic, as probably was able to tell there that Bayesic was a bit out of position, but still had most of the net covered, able to stop the puck and ice it for a faceoff.
Yeah, great job there. I mean, even though he had such a small angle there, he was just off on it, and definitely has to take more of those shots in the future if he has the opportunity.
Jack Taylor now, along with Tuvlin racing for the puck. Gets it free to Burke. Burke trying to send it around the boards, taken away by the Lancers. Sent into the neutral zone now. Sola there to collect. Sola, the senior captain, sends it over for Tuvlin. Tuvlin tips it into the Lancer zone. Tuvlin trying to take it out of the air, but sent back towards the neutral. Now tie up in the half boards here. Jack Taylor comes away with it. He takes a shot far out, just over the net. Hit in the corner. Burke and Bayesic colliding over there. And Bayesic throwing down Burke. Carr, puck tied up at his feet. Trying to send inside. Great cross crease save there by Chris Carr. Robbed a goal from the Lancers there.
Yeah, Carr, just such a great ability to just regain himself. Knows that he's in a sort of bad position. And as you said, just great cross-crease goal there. A little bit of tongue twister as well.
Now be we're going to get a call here. Tripping call on the Jesuits. Jack Taylor, number 15, heading to the box to give the Lancers their second power play of the night. We'll see if the Jesuits look to repeat how their last penalty kill went. Very smoothly for them. And obviously on the opposite side of things, the Lancers look to have a complete opposite outcome of how their last power play went. So now it's Sargent holding it up at the blue line, gives it down for Flynn. Flynn across for Sikowski. Sikowski looking up for Sargent. Sargent keeps it himself, trying to look for space. He slips. Slap shot blocked there by Murphy. That one's got to hurt. But Murphy able to send it down and take some seconds off for the kill. Murphy, very good forecheck here. He's now got an offensive opportunity. Murphy, great job on this penalty kill for the Jesuits. Took a block. Got a steal on the forecheck and a shot opportunity. So very good job here by the Jesuits again on the penalty kill with 1:09 left to go.
Yeah, but
in the Lancers power play, sorry.
Yeah, you're all good. And, I mean, I didn't talk about the goal differential. 3 times more goals against for the Jesuits. I mean, we have Rodriguez goal usually, and he's usually just absolutely amazing. But this season, it just doesn't seem like it's been the case. We have had an extremely hard schedule with extremely good teams as well, so that definitely plays a big factor into this. But
out-of-state opponents as well.
Yeah, and also Declan Murphy has infinite stamina glitch. Like both the Murphy brothers last year, it was like they were able to stay on the ice for
full 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I mean that's a feat in oh my gosh, in and of itself. So, really good job there.
You got there.
Barely. Spinning everywhere too. Wow.
Now Reynolds and Sargent at the faceoff dot, tied up in between the two. Jesuits looking to get a push here, though. Burke trying to race for it against Bayasic. Bayasic comes away with it, goes around his own net. They tie up. Puck comes free, and Flynn now trying to send it down the other way. Now here's a chance. Sargent, good tie-up by Baum, takes it away. Flynn now over to Zukowski. Zukowski's shot saved by Carr. And now the scuffle continues.
A little bit of a tie-up there. Looked like the goalie was hit, Carr, and Jesuits didn't have anything nice to say about that. But, yeah, great. I mean, that puck movement there from Notre Dame Prep was just chef's kiss. I mean, just a really good job. That cross-ice pass was handled perfectly, almost gave Notre Dame Prep a huge chance for a goal there.
Burgess winning the faceoff for the Jesuits. 15 seconds left to go on the power play. Great speed there from Murphy again. The puck sent around, but Murphy's able to collect. Murphy, lots of speed, lots of stamina, as you said, trying to send it inside, but it tips in. And I believe that will be Declan Murphy's goal.
Huge goal there from Declan Murphy. You guys might have seen it on the camera, me going crazy, but just huge goal there.
That's a short-handed goal for the Jesuits on the Notre Dame power play.
Declan taking it into his own hands and just going from coast to coast. I mean, that was just absolutely amazing there. I mean, just able to pick up that puck.
Yeah, and you'll see here too, as he's coming across, just hitting off the stick right over there.
Just such a great job there from Declan. I mean, in the second period, he's definitely kicked it into an entirely different gear. Still on the ice, by the way. That's Cole Palmer as well.
Honestly.
Just
like we were just saying it, Tommy, the speed and stamina by Murphy, able to use his wheels, get down over to the puck and just sees the open space in front of him, tries to throw it in front of the net for Burgess, and gets a bit of a lucky bounce there off the stick of a Lancer defender and tips into the goal. But honestly, in close games like this, one little mistake will cost you, and that just happened right there for the Lancers. Now the Jesuits right back at it here in Lancer zone, sending it across, trying to go inside, tipped by Burgess, almost getting in. Very nice pass from Connor Driscoll. Very quick touch pass by Driscoll as well to put that tape to tape over to Benny Burgess.
I mean, that was simply the sophomore trifecta there. I mean, Schwartz to Driscoll and then right inside to Burgess, just off his stick. I mean, his stick was just open a little too much. If it was a little bit more closed, that was a guaranteed goal there. Just great puck movement from the Jesuits.
Now Reynolds and Sargent at the faceoff dot to the right. DeLuca with some space. Throws a shot on net. Pad save from Bayasic. Sola over to Driscoll. Driscoll trying to send inside for Murphy. Tipped away. Here's Driscoll now. Driscoll looking to free himself up. High pass up for Sola. Sola over to DeLuca. DeLuca maybe trying to find some space. Trying to send inside for Murphy. Murphy looking for the one-timer. Seemed like he didn't fully connect there on the one-timer. As now Sola drops it off for Driscoll. Driscoll between the legs trying to keep it. Oh. Driscoll a little frustrated there. Looks like Murphy was trying to leave it off for him.
A lot of momentum there for Driscoll as well. Here he is not taking it again.
This time Sola's going to keep it. Sends it over to Driscoll now, however. 15 seconds to go here in the period. Driscoll's shot is blocked off the shins of Livingston. Sent across for DeLuca.
5 seconds left.
Looking to throw anything on net here. Sola throws a shot, is blocked. And that will be it for the second period. A late goal by Declan Murphy in the second period to give the Jesuits a 2-1 lead heading into intermission as both teams get ready for third period action. So here's that. I mean, Tommy started off a little bit slow in that period, but I think things definitely started amplifying towards the end there, not just with the Murphy goal, but just everything in general, the intensity between both teams, some pushing and shoving. The speed just seemed to pick up as well, and eventually a goal did get in for the Jesuits and Declan Murphy. But as for us here, we'll be back in a moment's time after the Zamboni cleans up the ice once more time tonight before the third period. Be back soon.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community, united by a shared purpose and a collective desire to make a difference.
Your support allows us to create transformational experiences, and transformed men of Prep go forth and transform the world.
Being a man of Prep means being a man for others. A man for others is not someone who thinks of themselves first. A man for others is not the type of person who takes up a task in search of personal gain. A man for others is the kind of man who uses their God-given talents, those things that they are so passionate about, and uses those skills to create a better environment not for themselves, but for everybody.
For years, friends and family have always asked me, what is it about Fairfield Prep that makes it so unique? Why do people stick with it? Why are people so connected? And I tell them this, it's the brotherhood.
Prep has helped me develop into the man I want to be for my family, friends, others.
Prep saw the light in my boy and led him to set the world on fire.
God bless our brotherhood now and always, never just for ourselves, but ad maiorem Dei gloriam. Hail Fairfield Prep.
Every year at Fairfield Prep, we have a theme for the year that informs all that we do. Our theme this year is our common home. One of the most common connections to home is brotherhood. Two big pillars in this common home theme this year here at Fairfield Prep. One is the pillar of caring for the handiwork God has given us. Everything we do, every activity, every effort should be pointed at the greater glory of God and caring for God's creation.
We should see you taking advantage of every opportunity to appreciate and respect the natural resources that Earth has given to us. We should see you at lunch, figuring out what can I recycle from what I have in front of me. We should see you with a reusable water bottle. We should see you encouraging who's ever driving you to maybe carpool. We should see you riding a bike to school every once in a while. We should see you conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election, yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
In one of St. Ignatius' letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk and listening. And when you realize what that difference is, and when you act on that difference, that is when you can truly have a conversation with another human. So gentlemen, we expect you to engage, to be present, to be respectful, but most importantly, we expect you to listen to one another and not just be waiting to talk.
You all have one thing in common. You all now belong to these halls. You belong to the beautiful arches that you walked through this morning. You all belong to Prep, and Prep now belongs to you. You are now part of a long and fruitful legacy of Prep men who have cared and cherished our common home on 1073 North Benson Road. In each crevice of this school, there are things to learn, history to inspire, and people that will shape you into the young men that will go out into the world and make a change like each Prep man has done before you. Be yourself, and Prep will be the place for you. Be a brother, be a leader, be a Prep man, even if you don't fully understand what that means quite yet. I promise one day you will. Go Prep.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
You guys are a part of the brotherhood. Time to lock in.
Because at Fairfield Prep, we don't teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
Go out into the world and set it ablaze.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community.
Welcome back, everyone, into Martiri Family Arena. I'm Phineas Wright alongside with Tommy Berry once again.
Good evening.
And we are getting ready now, just moments away from third period action in tonight's SEC Conference hockey matchup between the Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the Notre Dame Prep Lancers. Jesuits, 1 goal in that last period in favor of the Jesuits to give them a 2-1 lead heading into the third here. So definitely got a leg up. Definitely have some momentum here. The Lancers are going to look, however, to kill that in this third period. But the Jesuits, of course, haven't gotten a win since the first game of the season against Ridgefield and are desperately looking to get another notch in the win column for this season. And they're going to be looking to finish it out here tonight as the puck gets tied up into DeLuca's feet. Eventually comes away with it in the end, but the new ice is really messing with him here. DeLuca finally comes away with it. Cross off the boards to Driscoll. Driscoll dekes around a man, tries to take a shot. Didn't get all of it there. However, Driscoll, good job keeping it still in the Lancer zone. Stick lift by Murphy. But going back the other way is the Lancers. Good defensive play there by Ayers to tie up with Zukowski. Keep it by the blue line. Now Sola. Sola handling it behind his own net. Goes across, looking for Driscoll. Driscoll takes control. Now it's Welch. Welch in the half boards. The Lancers so far, throughout most of the night, have gotten some opportunities but haven't really set up anything in the offensive zone. They just look to go to the net and eventually lose control of the puck. So we'll see if they try to set anything up here in this third period, as it is much needed, being down 1 goal.
But yeah, just some new ice jitters for the Jesuits so far. I mean,
yeah.
Driscoll has looked pretty insane out there. Very, very, I mean, I've been saying this word the entire day, but crafty. I mean, his behind-the-back passes, I mean, he has a lot of power on each one of his shots. And his passes, I mean, going around the boards, it gets to his intended teammate extremely fast in a manner that Notre Dame isn't really able to react very fast.
Schwartz sends it across ice. Sorry everyone for that quick delay, but now we're back and going to continue this action here. Lancers still trouble getting anything going here in Jesuit zone, as a shot from the blue line is going to be saved by Carr.
Yeah, great save there from Carr, giving the Jesuits an opportunity to get some new legs on. Jesuits do look a little bit gassed, and Lancers also getting a good new line out there. There we see number 11, Nolan Flynn, probably Notre Dame's one of their biggest playmakers here. So definitely have to look out for him here.
And Tommy, I don't know about you, but I feel, at least so far, there's still plenty of time here for the Lancers to get something going. But I think, at least from what we've seen, this is the most all-around good, put-together performance by the Jesuits so far this season, because really there have been struggles on the offensive side of things in the season to get goals in the back of the net, and the defense has had some of their struggles on their own as well. So I just think the Jesuits are putting a very well-rounded game together tonight. And Benny Burgess in the box now for the Jesuits will give the Lancers their third power play of the day. And on their last power play in the second period, Declan Murphy scored a shorthanded goal. So the Jesuits would love to have that outing again. But the Lancers are going to look to have their most put together power play of the night, as they need it right now, with still 11.5 minutes to go in the game. Just down one goal. This power play is huge for them to tie things up. Puck sent across for Basic. Logan Basic gives it down for Zupkowski. Oh my goodness. Inside, Flynn trying to control the puck, but Murphy, definitely the best penalty killers tonight for the Jesuits. Murphy gives it inside for Bosco. Bosco with a chance. Nifty little move. Can't catch Brandon Basic off guard.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the Jesuits are just able to basically play. No, I'm actually not going to say what I think I was going to say. They've been playing crazy on this penalty kill. And yeah, I mean, that Luca Bosco and Declan Murphy have been playing tremendous tonight. And just a really great, nifty move there from Bosco.
Yeah, and a shot off the face-off. It's going to be frozen again by Basic. But yeah, like I was saying a minute ago, I don't know about you, Tommy, but I think this is definitely one of the more well-rounded games for the Jesuits so far this season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they haven't had any glaring problems, and at that, they've actually been playing extremely well on every single play, I would say. I mean, there have been, I can't even count on one hand, like, many defensive breakdowns from the Jesuits. And, I mean, even if they were breakdowns, I mean, it would be on short 2-on-1s or something of the sort, but the Jesuits. So, I mean, the Jesuits just doing a really good job all around, recovering, and, yeah.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with you, Tommy. I completely agree. Basic comes out to play the puck. Backhands it around the boards, behind his own net. Jesuits looking to forecheck here. Baum controls it now for the Jesuits, sends it down. He has to kill off a couple more seconds here. 20 seconds now on the Lancer power play. Livingston trying to get by, tied up there with Walsh. Walsh, good takeaway there. Gives it off to Schwartz. Now Schwartz over for Driscoll. Power play is over for the Lancers. Back to even strength here. Driscoll up for Schwartz. Stick of Schwartz was lifted at the last second of that pass to not connect. Livingston Over to Basic. Basic sending it down, caught at the blue line. Driscoll, good forecheck here. Look to send it inside for DeLuca. Flynn. DeLuca sends it down. Now here's Schwartz and Driscoll. Possible opportunity here for the Jesuits. Schwartz across for Driscoll. One-timer, he scores! Connor Driscoll.
I mean, we saw that sophomore connection earlier on in the second period. I mean, even though we didn't have Benny Burgess involved in that, I mean, just very calm play there from the two. Very great takeaway there from DeLuca, getting it around on the boards, and just very, very patient play there from Henry Schwartz, letting the defense and Driscoll get into his place, takes advantage of it. Great cross pass. Very easy goal there.
So the Jesuits now extend the lead to 3-1. Just moments after the last power play for the Lancers ended. So the power play has not been the Lancers' friend tonight. As the puck back in the neutral zone. Burke keeps it in. And now it's across for Driscoll. Driscoll trying to deke. Can't complete it. Now it's Perry. Perry. Good defensive play there by Burke. Now backhand over to Driscoll. Driscoll, possible breakaway here. Driscoll sends it inside. Looked to backhand it, but Basic not letting that one slide.
Yeah, really good save there from Basic. It was a 1-on-0, or technically 1-on-1 there, between Driscoll, I mean, probably the most prolific scorer and maybe the most skilled player on this Jesuits team. And going up against him on a one-on-one opportunity, especially in the same exact spot from the goal literally 2 minutes prior, is something that's very daunting. It's a very daunting task. I mean, here we're going to see this replay of that goal here. Driscoll getting in his spot. Didn't really see him. However, it was a great goal there. And, yeah, Basic, even though it is 3-1, has been doing a very, very good job. And here's the second angle of this. Just that patience there, and Driscoll just able to quickly get that into the goal.
Jesuits looking to set something up once again. It's Taylor behind the net. Taylor trying to send it up, but DeGioia going for the puck. Now gives a break here for the Lancers. Shot there, pad save. 2 pad saves by Carr. Pooley trying to give it off to his brother. The two brothers out there for I believe the first time of the night. Number 3 and number 12, Liam and Tyler Pooley. Now it's Hicks. Hicks, can he break away? Puck played around the boards. DeGioia. Off the end boards over to Taylor. Taylor now around his own net, sends it over for Hicks. Hicks sends it down towards the net, paddled away. Jack Taylor in the neutral zone. Sola, nifty little off the boards pass there to Baum. Baum trying to send it on net, taking a weird bounce. Basic able to pat it away. Puck tied up in the far corner. Lancers come away with it. Now it's Grimvalski. Grimvalski loses control. Now it's sent back down. Grayson Walker bats it away. Sola big hit there as Grayson Walker hits that puck away from in front of the Jesuits net. And who took that hit was Zukowski. He's slow to get up there, and looks to be in a bit of pain here. Staying on the ice, though, for him. Trying to see if he could shake it off. Shahaj. Ball inside, backhands it down. Just under 5 minutes to play here left in the game. Stopped at the blue line by Luka Bosco. Luka Bosco now gives it down for Benny Burgess. Back to Bosco. Bosco looking for the backhand. The puck was bobbled, but snagged out of the air by Brandon Bayasic.
Great save there from Bayasic. And I mean, again, Luka Bosco, really crafty, giving that puck off, puck getting straight back to him. And Bayasic just had an amazing save there. And really just offensive possession there from the Jesuits. A lot of great puck movement as well.
Yeah, Luka Bosco's been all over the ice tonight in this game. Had the first goal for the Jesuits as well. As we'll get an icing.
But yeah, I mean, a play I would really like to highlight is that very great save there from Grayson Walker right in front of the Jesuits' net.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on the ground. He initially tripped the puck up from getting centered, and then it actually left it being centered in an even better position than where it was projected. Wow, Luka Bosco, excuse me.
Ooh.
And but then he just knocks that puck away perfectly. Just such a great play there from the sophomore.
Yeah, just to get it away out from Carr. As a tough angle shot there from Murphy. It's going to be snagged by Basic.
Yeah, 4 minutes left in this third period. The Lancers really need to pick up some momentum here if they want to be able to stay into this. And the way this momentum has been going, the Jesuits might see another goal here. I don't want to take that back, actually, because I don't want to jinx anything.
Puck taking a couple bobbles there. Shahaj now controlling it in his own zone. Sent inside. Now it's DeLuca. DeLuca takes a hit into the boards, losing control. Now it's Walsh. Walsh sending one inside. DeLuca makes a move around a man, trying to send it inside for Schwartz. His one-timer is saved by Bayasic. Jesuits have had a lot of one-time opportunities tonight, like right inside in front of Bayasic. And Bayasic, besides the 3 goals, he's had a great night, and he's been there to stop most of these Jesuit opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, again, I said it at the beginning of the stream. Some of you guys may not have been here. But, I mean, scorecards don't have pictures. And, I mean, this score doesn't really show the effort and just the overall, I wouldn't say dominance, but overall control of the game that Basic has had on this goal. And goal. I mean, he's just done a phenomenal job. And, I mean, he's been getting peppered with shots.
Yeah, even taking one there off the blocker as well. Was a high shot, but still got a piece of it. Now it's Sargent. Sargent can't keep control of it, taken away by Sola. Get a face-off coming here with 2:37 left to go in the game. Jesuits hold control with a 3-1 lead. Still, Lancers struggle. The struggle continues for them to put together a long possession. Puck now going the way. Welch throwing it down towards the Jesuit end. Ayers trying to backhand it out, taken by Flynn. Flynn throws a shot, blocked by Reynolds. But here's Baum. Baum can't quite hold it all the way. But Ayers can't hold it for a shot. Baum sends it around up for Ayers. Ayers backhanding back down for Reynolds. Reynolds behind the net, gets free to Baum. Baum looking inside for Tuvlin, can't connect.
Ooh, great check there.
Yeah, that was Tyler Pooley. Nice check. Benny sends it inside for Baum. Baum, breakaway chance here. Baum's shot goes wide. Sent off the boards here. Sola looking to spin around Sargent. Sargent on the ice now. Bayasic, Logan Bayasic sends it on net, gets free, but backhanded out of the zone. And that's going to be an offsides.
Yeah, Bosco skating really hard. Almost gets another rush opportunity, but
yeah,
offsides there. Just overall, Jesuits doing a really good job defensively. I saw Declan Murphy not wanting to necessarily get that puck and shoot it out onto the boards because of the fact that, I mean, it's very high hockey IQ. He knows that 3 of the Jesuits are on the far boards while 2 are not there. And it left a pretty scary opportunity there.
Oh, wow, what a save by Bayasic right in front. Basically sprawled out onto the ice, and the one-timer heads right into his glove.
Yeah, I mean, Bayasic, I've been seeing him laying out numerous times on the puck. Just really good job there. I mean, he's had some tremendous saves today. Same with Carr.
Off the face-off, puck sent to the net, and Basic's going to freeze it once again for another face-off. Face-off tied up there, but Lancers trying to take it down. Zukowski. Carr's going to leave it off behind the net. Burke's going to throw it off the boards. It'll be sent down for an icing. 27 seconds now. 26.9 if you want to be exact.
Yeah, Jesuits definitely just trying to burn as much time as possible. Not even trying to allow Notre Dame Prep to get any chance at all, because, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. I believe we've seen it at Prep. I mean, some goals in the last few seconds, something that's definitely not very far-fetched. And nobody's above it.
Lancers trying to look for one last push here as the clock's winding down, but now tied up in the corner. Jesuits are going to try to hold it there for as long as they could, and they will. Schwartz trying to keep it there, but puck comes free. One more sent on net, stopped by Carr, and that will be the game. The Jesuits come away with their second win of the season with a 3-1 win over Notre Dame Prep.
Yeah, both sides played very well. Bayasic, Brandon, had a phenomenal game in that, had so many phenomenal saves. And, I mean, the score for the Jesuits could have been so much higher than it currently is. And, I mean, really got to give props to both the goalies this game. Very, very good job all around from the Jesuits. The Lancers had some flashes of brilliance as well. And very, very great game here in Martier Family Arena on the beautiful campus of Sacred Heart University.
So one last time from us tonight to quickly go over the goals. First goal of the game scored by the Lancers was by number 11, Nolan Flynn. And then the 3 straight for the Jesuits were scored first by Luca Bosco in the first period, then by Declan Murphy in the second period, and the last goal of the night for the Jesuits was scored.
Declan?
Why did I just...
Oh, it was Driscoll.
Driscoll, yes. Off of the great pass by Schwartz, of course. So after that 3-1 win for the Jesuits to end the night. And once again from Martiri Family Arena, I'm Phineas Wright alongside with Tommy Berry. Thank you all for joining us here.
Good night. We will get back, actually. We're going to go to some ads and an interview. So then we will say goodnight.
That informs all that we do. Our theme this year is our common home. One of the most common connections to home is brotherhood. There are 2 big pillars in this common home theme this year here at Fairfield Prep. One is the pillar of caring for the handiwork God has given us. Everything we do, every activity, every effort should be pointed at the greater glory of God and caring for God's creation.
We should see you taking advantage of every opportunity to appreciate and respect the natural resources that Earth has given to us. We should see you at lunch figuring out what can I recycle from what I have in front of me. We should see you with a reusable water bottle. We should see you encouraging who's ever driving you to maybe carpool. We should see you riding a bike to school every once in a while. We should see you conserving water. We should see you doing little things every single day to care for our environment. Little things make the big things happen.
Second is civic engagement and civil discourse. You may be aware that there's a little something coming up in November, a national presidential election, yes? Jesuit schools have been around for 485 years. We have seen kings rise and fall, regimes come and go, world wars happen and settle into peace, recessions and depressions, and through it all, young men and women of Ignatian and Jesuit schools have been leaders in civic engagement, disagreeing with each other, but disagreeing respectfully, with great ideas, with intellectual humility, eloquentia perfecta.
We don't teach you what to think. We teach you how to think.
We learn how to think with rigor. We don't just spout off. We look at the facts before we state our opinion. We will disagree, and that's all right, as long as we keep in mind the common home and a common purpose.
In one of St. Ignatius's letters in 1541, he gave some guidelines on how to have conversations with other people. Say little and be slow to speak. Listen long and willingly until they have finished what they have wanted to say. One of my mentors here at Prep taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned. And that lesson is that there is a difference between waiting to talk and listening. And when you realize what that difference is, and when you act on that difference, that is when you can truly have a conversation with another human. So gentlemen, we expect you to engage, to be present, to be respectful, but most importantly, we expect you to listen to one another and not just be waiting to talk.
You all have one thing in common. You all now belong to these halls. You belong to the beautiful arches that you walked through this morning. You all belong to Prep, and Prep now belongs to you. You are now part of a long and fruitful legacy of Prep men who have cared and cherished our common home on 1073 North Benson Road. In each crevice of this school, there are things to learn, history to inspire, and people that will shape you into the young men that will go out into the world and make a change like each Prep man has done before you. Be yourself, and Prep will be the place for you. Be a brother, be a leader, be a Prep man, even if you don't fully understand what that means quite yet. I promise one day you will. Go Prep.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
We're a lot
like you.
You guys are a part of the brotherhood. Time to lock in.
Because at Fairfield Prep, we don't teach you what to think, we teach you how to think.
Go out into the world and set it ablaze.
Back with another FP Game Time interview. Here we have Coach O'Hara, the head of the hockey team.
How you doing?
Okay, so Coach O'Hara, big win for the prep hockey team tonight, going from the 1-8 record to the 2-8 record. How are you going to take this momentum into Saturday's game against LaSalle?
Well, you know, actually I don't think it's going to change much of what we're doing, as much as our record is an indication that it hasn't been a successful season. If you watch our games, the competition's really tough, and we're finding a way to play better hockey together, right? Today we got Chris Carr's first win. We got Luca Bosco, his first goal. We got a shorthanded goal. We're putting in work today, blocking more shots than we have all year. We're doing all the little things right, and if we want to do something big, we got to do all those things right because they amount to a lot.
Thank you.